Good afternoon.
Who are you? Where are you from?
I'm Philip.
What do you do?
Philip Small. What do I do? I'm CEO, founder of ElectriGo Global.
Fantastic.
We're based in London, but literally global at the moment. Sort of have a rollout in South Africa and the UK. Electrified motorbikes.
CEO life, am I right?
I think it's a job that does everything, really. You know, is there a title being CEO?
What's your stress life?
Funny you say that. I've just been to the doctor recently. It's quite high.
Yeah.
Blood pressure's a little bit high at the moment, but yeah, life-changing.
Excellent.
Lots of work, no sleep, different time zones. We're doing
All the hats. You've got to wear all the hats.
Yeah, we're doing lots of business in different arenas, different areas, different countries, different time zones. But we've got a great team, and we're developing something very, very unique for the last mile delivery space.
Excellent. Okay, so when you're talking about last mile delivery space and it's electrified motorcycles,
Motorbikes, not scooters, motorbikes.
I'm like, not scooters. No,
Everyone
motorbikes
gets
are
very
way more
confused
fun.
with that.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, in terms of how you're coming into the market, what problem are you actually solving for last mile delivery service?
So ElectriGo was started 4.5 years ago. We really saw a gap in the market for transitioning over for the last mile delivery space from petrol motorbikes over to electric. The biggest issue, as I think we've all heard today listening to people who have sat here, is range anxiety. How much range can we get before charging? So we created something very unique, so a battery swap station. Very similar to an Amazon locker, very similar to an iPost locker, where our batteries will sit constantly charging and where drivers can literally roll up, use our tech, use our app, use our technology, open the box, take out the charged battery, take out their depleted battery, put it straight in, locker closes, put their battery back in their bike. For £4, £5 later, they've gone.
That's really cool. So is the locker also recharging the depleted battery when you put it back in?
Yeah, so what you've got is constant power going into the locker where the batteries are being charged on a constant basis. And we can build lockers up to 36 lockers, which give 36 batteries. So what we generally do within a sort of 8 to 10 mile radius, have a locker, and that can be outside a supermarket, on a forecourt, outside a supermarket, outside a shopping mall. So on the highway, anywhere where we can sort of get power. We're working in Africa at the moment on solar powering of our swap stations.
Solar powering, I do, yeah.
Solar powering of our swap stations in Africa, where you've got remote areas where it can charge without power. So that will be solar charged. So, you know, there's different sort of demographics that we're looking at. We're talking at the moment with partners in the US to roll out this operation in 5 states in America, India, Far East. I mean, 6 billion petrol motorbikes on the road.
Huge growth.
It is. It's
4 or 5 years
exponential.
in business. Yeah, that's brilliant. Excellent. Well done.
There's a lot going on.
In terms of fleets looking to use your product in your service, do you have any rates that you can offer to them for, you know, in terms of, if you take the whole of the Northeast and you're using this many stations, we're able to track your usage, or, you know, how does that work?
Yeah, so we created a very, very innovative app that really tracks the driver, the mileage, the speed they go, GPS tracking on the bike and on the battery if it gets stolen. We can see exactly down to literally 10 yards where the battery and the bike is. So it's very much a tech-orientated product, not only a motorbike, which is ours, which is trademark patented, but also the swap station, the tech that goes with it. So what we're really seeing is it's a leasing program. As a car, the same thing as any of your partners would do. They would lease your car, we would lease the motorbike. And we deal with the whole ecosystem. So the servicing, the maintenance, the running, the operating, all you need to do is put tyres on them.
So it's like a 360 solution, really, for
Correct.
businesses. And if I decided I was going to go and do some food deliveries locally in my city, and I wanted to get something, would I come to you, or would I encourage my employer to come to you
We're generally only really focusing on fleets at the moment. It needs to be rolled out on a fleet basis. In time, we will be doing sort of rent and ride, what we call rent and ride, where you've got motorbikes that you can rent on a daily, weekly, monthly basis if you wanted to be your own driver. But what we're finding at the moment is most of these drivers are working for the app food delivery companies like the Uber Eats, Deliveroo, Just Eat, that type of thing.
I wasn't going to name them, but you went ahead.
I tried not to, but I was just sort of compelled to in that respect. Sorry. But they're the target markets. But it's not only the food delivery. We're talking pharmaceutical, the MOD for motorbikes around their sites. So they've got sites throughout the UK which are tens of miles in diameter where they're travelling. So the MOD are looking at them. Airside at airports where employees can literally run on motorbikes around the airport to save vans. So they're very fast, very quick. In Australia, we're talking to Australian Post about going from petrol over to electric for their whole postal system. So it's sort of building out the infrastructure within the territories that we're working at. And, you know, it all comes down to we've solved that one big problem, range anxiety, where you've just got unlimited power, which is affordable.
Absolutely, and I can see this being rolled out even in like the medical industry for things like, you know, organs and blood that's
Totally.
Needed. Absolutely,
Anything that's
urgently.
fast and furious in a way that you need to get from A to Z very, very quickly on a vehicle that is carbon neutral, clean energy, green, but also affordable. And with longevity, you know, our bikes, we do a 3-year warranty with it, and it is a pure turnkey solution for everything that they need within sort of the delivery space.
So you've got the vehicle, the hardware of the actual recharging of the batteries that's situated around the local area, and the software within the app and the telematics that are tracking all the vehicles and
Correct.
stuff. That's a lot of balls to be juggling.
4 years of development took
Yeah.
a lot of time to develop where we are, and we're carrying on developing. We're working on an AI app at the moment where on the food delivery side, when that order gets to the driver, instead of the driver just sitting there trying to put in the postcode, it hits the phone with the postcode, and all he or she has to do is drive to the location. And that way you've got guaranteed food delivery, not going 3 doors away. So we're creating AI to go into that now, into that space, to bring the technology forward, that it just speeds up everything. So more money for the driver to earn because they're doing more deliveries, more savings on fuel versus electric. So it's a win-win for everybody and the environment.
It sounds like a really clever solution for a lot of problems.
We think so.
Where are you going to be in 5 years?
Maybe on a beach somewhere.
I feel like you should be.
Relaxing. I mean, there's a lot moving. We're moving very, very quickly. I don't know. I mean, what we're seeing now with the Middle East war has really pivoted the company very quickly in the last 6 weeks in the amount of inquiries we've had globally of people going, we want to move away from petrol. We want to move away from diesel because just the cost of it. And we're seeing a really quick transition of inquiries saying, we want this solution. How quickly can we do it? Because we don't want to be sort of just held to ransom.
Yeah, there's a freedom with it,
Yeah.
right? You're not going to be held under this monopoly of oil and gas.
Correct. And the fluctuations that go with it. And we're seeing, you know, the drivers want to earn more money. And that's really where we're looking at. It's so cost effective to do without the energy fluctuations in regard to what we're doing. So yeah, in 5 years, I mean, there's 6 billion petrol motorbikes globally, and 133 countries, I think, now in the world. I don't know.
Lip's
wanna
going to
carry
conquer them all, by the way.
No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We want to deliver, you know, we want to deliver perfection. We want to roll this out exponentially. We're not running before we can walk, but the growth is exponential at the moment. It's a unique product that is great for the environment and great for the people that are working with us and the drivers that are riding on it.
Well, I'm excited to see it out in the world, and I wish you all the best, Philip. I think it's an incredible product. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.